Another update on the off-grid build. I was going to go through the heating system, the solar hot water in-floor heating system that I have set up. Outside today it's quite windy. It'd be kind of noisy trying to show the panels and that. So I'm just going to show you through the window here, just to give you an idea what I have set up. You can see here, I have 45 tubes set in place. I do have room for 60. I bought the panels 5 years ago and had them stored away, and when I dug them out there were some damaged ones, so I'll have to get some replacements. But yeah, so I've got 45 tubes set up there. I have the lines insulated and buried underground. They're maybe down 2 feet, and then some rigid styrofoam. SM is covering that over, so there's no problem for frost or anything getting down and heaving. The system is filled up with glycol, or a mixture of glycol. Okay, we'll go in there and I'll show you the system I have set up. There's my buddy Elvis having a snooze on the table. Well, not the eating table, it's just the body likes to get up on. Anyway. So in through, here's the hatch that I have in the floor. It's a recess. When I did the ICF frost wall, I built a little recess in the floor to put all my mechanical in. Okay, I'll have to step down in here. It might be a little shaky getting lined up, but there. Okay, so we come down in, and I can show you here. I'll show you these are the supply and return line from the solar. I have a sensor outside that's on the supply side of the evacuated tube header, and this is the temperature setting here. I have it set at 60 degrees Celsius. When the temperature hits 60 degrees Celsius at the evacuated tubes, it'll power up this Lang pump, and it'll circulate the heated glycol, bring it in through and over into this plate heater. So it'll come in through the plate heater and down through the bottom, and then back in and back out to be reheated. Now the other side of the plate heater goes to my heating system. I don't know how well you can see here. The same, I have a temperature sensor over here. Now I have the this one set for 55 degrees Celsius. When the plate heater gets up to 55 Celsius, it'll start up another circulating pump that's in behind here, and that will force the heated water through my in-floor tubing around, and then comes back. I do have a tempering valve on there because I want to take the water down to be between 90 and 100 degrees. The glycol coming in from the evacuated tubes can get up, well, this winter here I've seen it up 160 degrees, but I don't want it that hot going through the floor. So the tempering valve there, I can adjust that, get it down to around 90 or 100 degrees. So I don't know, it's pretty basic. I do this all the time, or being in the plumbing business, plumbing and heating. It's pretty straightforward for myself. But anyway, that's what I have there. And then I'll show you over here my my water pump. Now I have a well outside. It's 10 feet deep. Four 30-inch or 36-inch crocks are in, and then I just have a small. This is a 120 volt pump. It's basically the same ones that they have on in the RVs and what have you, but I bought the 120 volt model. That brings the water in. I put it through a filter and then into my pressure tank, and then out and distribute it through these water pipes that go to individual fixtures. I sleeve them all. If there was ever a problem, I'd be able to just go to the other end, connect them and pull them back out. I don't think I'll ever have a problem with them. I don't see any reason for it, but anyway, I did it that way just in case. And then we'll come over this side here. I'll show you that's my battery bank I have set up. So my solar all comes down here and from the controllers, stores it in the power in here, and then back up to my my inverter. So that's that. Like I say, any questions, let me know and I can explain a little better. We'll head back up here. And I can show you on my my solar setup. Now I have two controllers here. On the front I have 4 200 watt panels, which is 800 watts. I'm running at 24 volt. I run them in series parallel to come into this controller here. It's a, I don't know, Fang Pusan, which is a takeoff of the FlexMax. I've had it for 3-4 years now, and it works perfect. So I'm not complaining. It was a little cheaper than the FlexMax. And then over here I have another controller, Rogue Technologies. Now I don't know if this fella still makes them, but I've had this controller for 7 or 8 years, and it's a 30 amp controller. This other Fan Pusan is a 60 amp, but I have this other one set up as I have 2 other panels off to the side that I can adjust and get them hitting east first thing in the morning, so they'll top the batteries off fairly quick. Whereas the other ones that are on this controller, 60 amp controller, they're stationary, they're facing south. But first thing in the morning, I don't get very much power from them. So this is why I added this other controller. First thing in the morning, I get the power. The batteries get topped up by 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning if we have a good sunny day with this setup that way. There you can see my my well is outside there. It's, like I say, it's only 10 feet deep, but the hole that we dug was probably a good 10 or 12 feet wide, and we filled most of it up with crushed stone and then put a sealer over top of it, and then put the topsoil on. Well, I guess that's it for now. I'll maybe we can get outside next week there, and I'll do a little better video on the solar and go through all the setup that's there. So that's it for now. Have a good one.